Welcome back to the Series 1, Section 1, Part 2 of Virtual Ownership. My name is Abhijit Kelkar and I will guide you through this section. In this second part, we will cover the uses of virtual ownership. Some helpful information before watching the videos. Geon or virtual ownership is a platform for all people on this planet, all countries and all languages. And we want to get the message of virtual ownership to as many people as possible on this planet, for which we want to have closed captions in as many languages as possible. You can enable those closed captions in your video settings by clicking these two icons shown here. On clicking this icon, you can select your language, and on clicking this icon, you enable the closed caption settings. So you can read the video series as we go along in your language. Geon is of course meant for all people on this planet. So if your language is not present here, you're welcome to help us translate it to your language. So people speaking your language could get the message of virtual ownership. And you can do this by joining YouTube's Community Contributor Program for translations. Just Google YouTube contributors to find the link. And after you have translated, your name appears in the language credits. So join the fun in getting the message across. Let's start with the first use case. You're traveling with your passport across the globe, and at some place you misplace your passport. How can the person who finds it return it to you directly? Let's see how it works. What you do is create a virtual ownership for your passport. You go on Geon and create a virtual identity for your passport. This identity is sent to you by land mail. Next, you attach that identity you created to your passport. It is a small sticker which you can attach to your passport or to a plastic sleeve on your passport. It is a small piece of information on your passport with a QR code and a message. The person finding the passport can return the passport by entering the number on Geon or using his mobile phone to scan the QR code and send you a message. He sends information on how the owner can collect his passport back from him. All this is done without revealing the owner's contact details. At the airport or hotel or anywhere when you're traveling, and say you have misplaced your passport, it is found perhaps by a co-traveler or by the airport staff or hotel employee. Any of these people finding the passport, just scan the virtual ownership code on the passport and you get a message on your email or mobile phone in seconds. You are saved the hassle of worrying about where you dropped your passport. Imagine how an honest person can return your goods in case he finds it. Your passport or product can help the finder give you an instant electronic shout. This can be used for any products you own, be it a book or an important document or a laptop or mobile for your pet. And more so, the service is free of charge. You, however, have to pay a one-time nominal fee for the passive tag. In case of an important document, you can attach your virtual ownership code to the document or laminate it and attach it to the laminate. You can own any of your goods like a laptop or mobile virtually. The physical document will now have a virtual presence. You can also keep a virtual copy of this physical document, as we can see in the next use case. There is a difference between a virtual copy of a physical document and virtual presence of a physical document. To clarify, one part of virtual ownership is virtual identity of your physical documents and is used for the processes you want. And the other part is a virtual document itself. The emphasis is on the physical document's identity. Or it could be your pet when it wanders from your home. You just tag your pet's collar. You could also add your pet's vaccination documents, scheduled vaccination times online, as we shall see in the next use case. So we come to the second use case. How do you store your receipts, mark list, certificates? What about warranties in a product receipt? How easy is it to find it when you need it? On Geon, you can store receipts, mark lists, certificates, medical documents, and never face again, where did I keep my receipts issue? As virtual ownership becomes known and the use cases for reporting loss becomes known, there is a direct impact on the security of virtually owned product, with a result that it is going to change the insurance market globally. You will have lower insurance premiums for your products, and for products which are virtually owned, these products will have a lower risk of theft. We are in talks with insurance companies globally and will soon reach your country. Now let's look at the fourth use case, where you contribute to green recycling by giving your products an identity across its lifetime over multiple owners. The situation as it exists today, the manufacturer manufactures the goods and sells it through the distribution channel to the end consumer. This is where disintermediation between the manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and the consumer happens. The first owner buys his goods directly from the retailer or distributor. He can virtualize his goods directly on Geon by giving the products an identity. He starts to get the benefits like a free global goods return process, product specifications, maintain maintenance records, order spares with one click, and resell the product after he has used it for some duration to the next owner. The first owner can sell the product and transfer virtual ownership to the next owner too. So if the first owner sells and transfers ownership of the lawn tractor to the second owner, the details of the lawn tractor's virtual ownership is removed from the first owner's account and pops up in the second owner's account with all details, including maintenance records, etc. Similarly, if after 6 months, the first owner sells the robotic lawnmower to the second owner, the robotic virtual ownership data is removed from the first user and pops up in the second owner's account. Also, the second owner may take virtual ownership for the camera independently. The second owner can sell the products he got from the first owner to a third owner after using them for a certain period of time. Similarly, the product is removed from the second owner's account and pops up in the third owner's account. The third owner can add a cycle virtually on his own, independently, and generate his own Geon ID for that cycle. After using the product for a number of years, the third owner can scrap the product at the end of the life cycle and get residual value for recycling, similar to the value we get today for recycling plastic bottles. Rules like RoHS and WEEE make it mandatory for a manufacturer to be responsible for recycling his products. And the issue today is that the manufacturer has no idea where his products end up. But by giving residual value to recycling, we enable a customer's interest for recycling the goods he owns. The second and third user get the same benefits as the first user with virtual ownership, including free global goods return process, specifications, etc. Finally, on Geon, we have patented a process where the manufacturer can also give virtual identity to his goods, as he gives it to a distributor for selling it into the market. He has the advantage like customer connect across the life cycle of a product. Also, when a manufacturer puts data, he enables originality and prevents counterfeit. Plus, he has a benefit like product recall process, spares ordering by the customer, etc. We have redesigned the normal registration process for a customer from a push process to a pull process, which takes 20 seconds to register. The business model is centered around a consumer like you, so you don't have to fill in the same data again and again as you fill in registration forms for different products you have brought. All this without giving out your contact details. But the manufacturer can be in touch with you about the product over its life cycle. Let's look at the fifth use case. Report your lost products for the world to see and help you. On Geon, you report your products lost or stolen. Only the data about your product without the Geon code is posted outside your Geon account on the public Geon area. So when you have lost your product or misplaced your product, you report this product on Geon. So if someone else or the police go on the Geon platform, they'll be able to see how many guitars or cars were lost on Broadway. Also, if someone finds your guitar, he can return it to you with the Geon code. We now go to the next use case, prevent theft. For a moment, put yourself in the thief's shoes. He has an option to steal a motorcycle or laptop or a valuable good, which is Geon marked and has virtual ownership, and a non-marked product. Which one do you think he would choose? With virtual ownership, the owner can put the status of the product as lost, and suppose the thief approaches a buyer. The buyer can check up with the Geon code on the product if the product is legitimate or not. And if it is stolen, and it has been reported stolen by you, the prospective buyer immediately sees that the product is stolen. Once the traceability concept of Geon becomes known to the general public, the thief would not get himself in trouble by stealing Geon virtually owned products. This brings us to why your insurance premium should be low, as there is lower probability of a product being stolen. We take the seventh use case. Servicing details of your products are online at your fingertips. We have details about a product which can be noted, like service schedules, etc. As we go on developing this platform, we will introduce more processes which will keep the data about your product current and save you valuable time. This is work in progress, and you will have new services over time. Now let's look at the eighth use case, master data at your fingertips. Have you ever tried to find spares for an old washing machine or an old car, wondering if the door handle you ordered is the right fit? The amount of time spent in finding that information is not worth your time. Information about any product should be available with one click. This is work in progress and is being included on our new services list for you. The principle behind this is that there are thousands of users for a product globally, and the problems for that product for all the 1,000 users globally is the same. So that master data should be at your fingertips. Let's move on to the next use case. People can communicate with you through your products without revealing your identity. We have seen many use cases in part 1 of section 1 of the video series. There'll be many user-generated cases which we would await from our customers, cases which we have never thought of. You buy and sell your products, assuring originality of a product across its life cycle. How would you know a product is fake or original? This is where identity comes in. By building access to manufacturers and their connect to end customers, fake spares are eliminated from the system. Let's look at the next use case. You get spares in one click. Have you ever tried to find the spares for an old washing machine or an old car, wondering if the door handle you have ordered is the right fit? Imagine trying to buy spares for a washing machine that is 8 years old. You will need to find the washing machine model, then find the spares, and then hope the part fits right when it arrives. So these are the different use cases. Let us know any more use cases you may think of. Let's recap. Let's recap on the uses of virtual ownership. So as we saw, easy return of your products globally, store all your receipts and never face where did I keep my receipt issue. Lower insurance premiums, contribute to green recycling by giving your products an identity across its lifetime over multiple owners. Report your lost product with one click, prevent theft, servicing details for your products are online, master data at your fingertips. People can speak through you to you through your products without revealing your identity. You buy and sell your products, assuring originality of products across its life cycle. Ordering spares is a one-click task. So these are the various uses of virtual ownership and benefits of virtual ownership. In section 2, we will see products which can be virtually owned. So we have completed section 1, what is virtual ownership and its uses. If you have any ideas on products use with virtual ownership, you can email it to us. Now let's go to the next video series, section 2, which products can you virtually own? Thank you.